Hello and welcome to another video, and good morning from a very sunny and beautiful San Francisco International Airport. Yes, today I'm very excited to be trying United's Polaris business class on a very long route over to Frankfurt, Germany on a 777-300. I'm in seat 1A. I can't wait. Let's get going and check out United Polaris on a long haul flight. Enjoy the video. We'll be flying United's largest aircraft, the Boeing 777-300ER, and you'll be joining me on board in seat 1A in United's signature Polaris business class, their best seat. We'll also check out the Polaris Lounge at SFO, get some incredible views over the Bay Area, and see what I make of United's post-pandemic food offers. It promises to be a great trip, overnight from San Francisco to Frankfurt. We'll be on board United Flight 58, and spend more than 10.5 hours in the air as we cross the Atlantic, a distance of 5,685 miles. One of the advantages of using an airline's hub to check in is the check-in kiosks are always open, so I was able to arrive very early and drop my bags at the Polaris check-in desk, which, as you see, saves a lot of queuing in the general line. There's also priority security here for United Polaris passengers, so getting through all the airport formalities is simply a breeze. Can I just say how cool it is that San Francisco Airport now has these new detection machines at security, and that means you don't have to decant all of your personal electronics outside the bag and into a tray to put them through the machine. And for me, that carries a lot of cameras, that is saving me a lot of time today. If you have a long-haul flight with United or any other Star Alliance member airline, you'll want to check out the Polaris Lounge. In my opinion, this is one of the best airline lounges in the whole of North America. It's been a few years since I was here, but boy, the lounge is looking in pretty good nick still. This is a really nice space. It's great that my ticket allows me in. The lounge here is a really long two-story affair, but most of the good stuff is upstairs. There's a ton of seating, a full-service bar, and, well, the lounge just seems to go on forever. At the end, there's a self-service buffet area, but if you go past that, you will find the dining room, a complimentary full-service restaurant for all passengers. That's right, there are no prices on this menu. It's all free, and I figure it's the perfect place to pick up some breakfast, having skipped it with the early start from my hotel. Also, there's proper cutlery here. Many places airside in the US have plastic or blunted cutlery, so it was kind of a surprise to see this. American airport lounge clubs can be a bit drab or dull, but this place is honestly great, and you can while away the hours waiting for your plane by watching the world go by from the huge windows in the downstairs area. I didn't actually know this was here. This is an outside terrace. Whoa, a new discovery. This terrace, which I must have missed about 5 times before, is great, but there is one thing missing. It's nearly departure time, and where is my plane? It's time to go and investigate that and find the gate. Today's video sponsor is Surfshark, an award-winning VPN or virtual private network. Surfshark is part of my personal travel arsenal for a whole list of reasons. If you're not attracted to the idea of leveraging lower ticket prices or staying safe on public Wi-Fi, maybe the whitelisting facility, industry-leading encryption, and a quick kill switch in case you lose internet might convince you to give it a go.
but I find it so annoying when you can't access some content overseas. But Surfshark can help. Activate the VPN and select an appropriate spoof location, and voila, the content is restored. It's dead easy and costs absolute peanuts too. You'd be mad not to consider it, especially as Surfshark have a special deal for my viewers. Go to surfshark.deals/wingingit for 83% off and 3 extra months for free of Surfshark VPN.
So the delay at the moment is about 70 minutes, and I've got to say United are handling this pretty well. I just got an email from United Airlines detailing the exact reason why we are 70 minutes delayed, and the gate agents have made numerous announcements. So yeah, I mean, delays are a part of life, especially if you travel as much as I do, but this is definitely how you handle it.
She's finally here, our beautiful 777-300ER that'll take us to Germany today, and it features the full Polaris business class as well as economy and premium plus cabins. By the way, anyone that can explain what is going on here, yeah, please leave a comment. It looks like we're full of plain juice, and here we go, we're ready to board and leave the US.
Do you need this?
I'm good. Do you need the boarding pass? I'm good, thank you. Lane. I think we're going to go down this way because I'm sitting at the front of the aircraft. But here we go, exactly 70 minutes late. We are finally boarding this 777. I can't wait to get to Frankfurt. It's a lovely day to fly. Hey there.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You're at 1A first hour here.
Thanks very much, thank you.
This is Polaris Business Class, and I'm in seat 1A, which I consider one of the best on board. Odd-numbered window seats are by the window, and even-numbered ones are closer to the aisle, and a little less private. In the middle, seats alternate between paired honeymoon seats for couples and spaced-out private ones for singles. Every seat has direct aisle access, and I consider this a very good seat for long-haul travel. United also has my favourite onboard amenity of any North American carrier, this blue cooling travel pillow, which is just awesome. We'll check out the rest of the bedding a bit later.
Alright, nicely on board, great crew I think this evening. Got myself already a pre-departure drink, and cheers. And thanks for coming along. I'm hoping this is going to be a good one.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Flight 58 with service to Frankfurt, Germany.
And so we lift off into a very bumpy headwind and turn back on ourselves to head roughly north-northeast towards Canada. Whichever way you take off from SFO, you'll end up getting a great view of the local area, and today is no exception. Okay, let's do a quick seat tour. We've been here before, but let me say I'm a big fan of the seat controls, which include a little wheel to adjust the recline. The entertainment screen is a generous 16 inches, and I've always been really impressed with the storage on these planes. There's plenty of room for a few things under the screen, and a generous footrest, which by the way is larger than usual because we're at a bulkhead today. There's even storage underneath that if you need it. A closing door cupboard will hold all your chargers and bits and pieces, and yeah, I really do like this seat. It's classy and understated, and it makes me chuckle that they put a remote with a 20-year-old design into the seat. I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This seat, 1A, is super private as there is no seat neighbour. Not that you'd see much of them anyway, there's just a door here. You also get served first sitting at the front, which can make a difference to how much useful time you'll get to sleep on board too. We jet north, and I think these mountains are Mount Adams and Mount Rainier, but I'm sure somebody in the know will tell me if that's right or not. Oh, and while we're at it, the Wi-Fi on board United is good, but not too cheap at $30 for the whole flight. You know what's really annoying? It's actually very easy to score points dunking on American carriers, but when they actually knock it out of the park, that's worth talking about. And this flight was so close to being excellent. The food, however, was not good. United were still inexplicably in pandemic mode here. No menu, express one-tray service, and poor food quality as well. This was not a good dinner. Dry fish and rice and a small salad. This dish is really something you would expect United to serve domestically in first class, and even then, it's still not a very good meal.
So I pay a fair bit of attention to what airlines are offering in their business classes, and I know from sites like Flyer Talk and United's own website that they are serving meals on one tray at the moment, but to be honest, this is just not sufficient for a 10.5-hour business class flight over to Europe.
Dessert was ice cream, and while ice cream is always welcome, here is what American Airlines was serving domestically, a custom sundae. United used to do these, and I really hope they come back soon, because I love them. Here's the amenity kit. It's pretty straightforward and surprisingly well stocked during a time that in-flight amenities seem to be on the wane. To be honest, I don't use these in-flight amenities too much, but the slippers are a pretty cool addition.
We've got about 7.5 hours to run until we get to Frankfurt, so it's time for me to get my PJs. Unfortunately, most airlines don't provide pyjamas in long-haul business class anymore. That's something that's definitely changed over the last few years, so I recommend bringing your own. I always bring pyjamas on a long-haul flight.
The first of the 2 bathrooms in the front of the plane is really big, and definitely my pick for getting changed in, by the way. The bed goes flat, of course, but the best thing is that United provides a nice soft mattress topper, which is really comfortable. I got a really good sleep and consider United's bedding to be the best of the big 3 American carriers. Good morning from somewhere over the North Sea. There's just 90 minutes to run and it's time for coffee and breakfast. But not before checking out the entertainment. I kind of like the slow TV options like these relaxing nature scenes, although most people will be content to sit through the huge collection of movies and TV series loaded on the system. Oh, and the headphones aren't bad, but they won't be as good as your own, of course. Breakfast was, again, pretty bad, I'm sorry to say. The portions were good, and some carriers will try and get away with a light breakfast, but I just found most of this inedible, and even the fruit plate was sad and small, and not as fresh as it really should be. In this area, United has been overtaken by other airlines who have exited pandemic mode much more quickly. But the good news is United is bringing back full 3-step service, so the next time I fly, I'm confident this will have changed. We land on the northern runway at Frankfurt, and it's a long taxi to the gate, so time for some reflections. I paid the surprisingly low price of just under £1,100 for a one-way ticket, San Francisco to Dubai via Frankfurt, connecting here to Lufthansa of course. Honestly, had the food been better, this experience would have been nearly faultless. A great airport experience, excellent lounge, one of the best seats going across the Atlantic, and a lovely crew too. But given that the food is being fixed, I'll definitely choose United again. Polaris really did turn this airline around, and they still get the vast majority of things right on long haul. Of course, it goes without saying, Frankfurt put us on a remote stand, which is not ideal, but hey, Frankfurt's gonna Frankfurt. This is the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to go to surfshark.deals/wingingit for 83% off and 3 months extra for free of Surfshark VPN. Thanks so much, and I will see you in the next video.